Hello world, Cal back again. My Let's Play Minecraft Survival Series, where we start from Minecraft Infdev and work our way all the way up to the current day version of Minecraft. So last time we built our Infdev sign. We did a lot of mining off screen. We started planting some trees around just so we could get ourselves some wood. We placed our diamond block on top of spawn tower. We cleared out this area and kind of made it look nicer. And now we are going to build our wheat farm. So where I want my wheat farm to be is this area right here. So what we're gonna do first off is flatten down this whole hill here. It's gonna take a lot of resources, a lot of iron or whatever, just because durability sucks back in these days. But we're gonna flatten down this whole hill so we have a clear path to our wheat farm here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that off screen so I obviously don't bore you with that. But please tell me the opinions you guys have on this Infdev sign. I really like it, and tell me any ideas you have for my base as we're still working on that. As you can tell, we did add some glass there just to lead us to the middle, and this just gives me a quick way down because I could just place my glass bucket here and just drop down. But we did a lot of mining. We didn't get any more diamonds, unfortunately, but we got some coal. I mean, we got a lot of coal. This is just some of it on me right now. We have a lot of coal. We got a lot of iron. And we found enough gold to make ourselves a golden chest plate. So now we're only missing 2 pieces of gold armor. And you can see our diamond slots are still empty, unfortunately. we're gonna work on it, guys. We're gonna find diamonds. I'm positive about it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and work on flattening out this terrain, and I'll be back when that's done. So guys, we are back. As you can see, we flattened out this hill. There was grass pretty much all around here, and we flattened it out to a flat surface. And now the area is really looking nice. We're gonna work on later and flattening more of that out and lighting up more of this area. And as you can see, we started marking around our area for our wheat farm with sand blocks. And as you can see, we already laid out the markings to make a circle. So the way this design is gonna be is we're just using the sand as a placeholder, but we're gonna mark out the circle for the wheat farm. And that's gonna be our little monument that's gonna be in the middle of the entire wheat farm. And there's gonna be water next to it. We're gonna keep a lot of this water and make like a circular shape out of the water as well. And then our wheat farm's gonna go all around the center with like little walkways and pathways for us to walk through. So it should come out looking really nice. Like I said, we have limited materials in terms of the blocks we can use and whatnot, but I think it's gonna come out nice once it's said and done. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark out the rest of the circle and I'll be back. So as you can see, we're about halfway done with the circle design, and I just wanted to mention how different it is to build back in these days because there's no sneaking. So I can't shift click to sneak. That means when building, especially when you're building tall up structures, you have to be very careful because you can very easily fall off. So it has been kind of difficult, mainly in that base area when I had to do some digging and stuff to get the shift clicking done. But overall, I haven't ran into too much trouble with it, but it is something worth mentioning. But yeah, we're about halfway done. We're gonna go ahead up and finish the rest of it. So as you guys can see, we finished our little circle around us for the wheat farm. So this inner circle, everything that's in this inner circle is just gonna be water and the monument that's gonna be in the middle. Everything on this outer circle right here is gonna be our wheat. So we should be getting a lot of wheat from this, just from the general size that this is gonna actually be. So I'm pretty excited for this. We are gonna kind of split off the circle into different sections, I guess. We're gonna have walkways and some nice decorations if we can. It's not gonna be a building, it's just gonna be wheat here, like just a flat wheat farm, but it's gonna be divided up into sections. It's gonna have some decorations, and I think it's gonna look pretty nice. And you can see how everything looks in comparison to this, it's going to be our wheat farm here, our Infdev sign there, spawn tower, our base, our house is probably going to be somewhere over there. Our tree farm's going to be over there, and we're probably going to put something right here as well. Just not sure what yet. So I'll be back, guys, when I done all the water in the middle, flatten out this terrain, got rid of all the trees, and figured out how we're going to light up this place and actually place down the wheat. Okay, guys, we're back mid-construction here, but I want to show you guys a glitch. So for some reason, the water will turn to moving when there's a block underneath, when there's a block of air underneath a block. So you can see, even if I put a dirt piece here, the water still keeps the flowing motion going. But if I put a block underneath, it goes away. So I'm not sure when that gets fixed, but it is an interesting bug. I was wondering why the flowing water was just looking weird, but now I understand why. And here, let's go back so you guys can just see this build here real quick. Not really sure what this build is supposed to be, but it looks cool. So yeah, we're just gonna keep it. I kind of like how it looks. I might give it to the water. I'm not sure yet, but I kind of like how that looks. So we're gonna keep it for now. And I do like the stone slabs. That was a good choice. And as you can see, we marked out the rest of the wheat farm. So now what we got to do is we got to plug in all these water blocks with grass blocks and get rid of all the stone and replace that with grass as well. That way we can have our wheat farm going, and then we need to get rid of any grass blocks here that need to be water blocks. So I'll be back when that's complete. Okay, guys, so we've done a lot of work here. We flattened out the land a lot, and we started putting these down, which hide water blocks underneath them. But I'm not really satisfied with how this looks. Now, the thing to know about these old versions of Minecraft is that on Infdev, at least on this release, passive mobs can spawn on grass, they can spawn on stone, they can spawn on dirt. They can pretty much spawn on anything except you know, slabs, water, obviously, and things like that, and obsidian and stuff like that. But mobs can pretty much spawn on any blocks, I've noticed. So what I'm trying to do is mob proof this place. Okay, so here's what it looks like so far. I'm definitely losing some real estate in terms of the amount of wheat I can place down, but I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, I'm just doing this mostly for decoration instead of an actual farm. But I really am liking how that water looks striped across with the grass. And obviously when it's farmland and it's wheat, I think it's going to really stand out and look pretty damn good. And I really like that statue in the middle. It's really coming out nice and standing out. So we're going to go ahead and finish off the water paths, hoe down all the ground, get rid of all the extra torches that we don't need, and start figuring out how we're going to actually light this up. And then we can start placing the wheat down, obviously. And then after that, we have another project we need to work on. Okay, guys, so this is the wheat farm pretty much complete. We still have a few loose grass blocks we need to get rid of. It took me a while to figure out how to keep mobs from spawning in here, because unfortunately passive mobs, they can spawn on any block in these updates. So it's pretty annoying to figure that out. They can still spawn on these blocks, those blocks with the torches. They can spawn in that whole fountain area there. They can spawn on top of there. So I wasn't able to spawn proof all of it. But hopefully it doesn't become too much of a problem. Once we hoe out the rest of these dirt blocks and plant the rest of our seeds, we should be good to go. And from hoeing all of that, I got about a little over 2 stacks. So that's what the wheat farm looks like from the top, as you can see. I like that nice circular design. And so our tree farm's going to go there. That's what we're going to work on after this little side project we need to do. And this little side project, we're going to make our directional points that we can see from up top spawn tower. Let me just change the render distance to far. And so what I want to do is from the top of this tower, I want to be able to see that that is south, that's west, that's north, that's east. Ooh, we actually have some big mountains over there. I never really went that far that way, so didn't really notice that before. But we need to make them the same distance away from the tower. So we need a south sign over there. East sign probably in that grassy field right there. North side's going to be in the water there. West side's going to be in the water here. So I'm thinking 50 blocks. We'll see what 50 blocks looks like. So guys, now we got all the areas marked out of where we're going to put north, east, west, and south. As you can see, the sand blocks mark them, and that last sand block over there, you might not be able to see it on that side, but that last sand block, that marks where it's going to be. So it's going to be in between those last two sand blocks. I'm not sure how wide we're going to make it, but I want it to be visible. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the blueprint of how we're going to do this. So guys, we got the first letter, the letter E, mapped out in terms of how I want it to look. So it's about 7 wide. Yeah, 7 wides tall, 7 blocks long, 7 blocks tall. And these represent the borders that are going to be here. This represents the space in between where we're probably going to put lava or something. Not sure yet. And this is going to be the little arrow that points off in the direction, you know, it leads into. I'm trying to think of the design because if I want to put lava, then obviously I can't use wood. So I'm pretty much limited to stone slabs, and cobblestone. But if I don't want to use lava, then I need a way to properly light up the area so that it stands out no matter how far away I am. I suppose I could wait for glowstone or something to be added to the game, but I want to do something that can stand out now, but I'm trying to think of what we can do. So I'm going to think of that, and I'll be back when I've come up with a design, guys. So this is what we have so far, guys. I think we're going to stick with using wooden logs as the main thing here. But now this means that we can't use lava around it to keep it lit up. So I guess we'll stick with torches for now. I don't know. I think we're going to come back eventually in the future and replace this with different type of blocks. But I think that looks pretty damn good from up here. You can visibly see it. You'll be able to see it from the ground too. And then once you get the arrow fixed up, it's going to look really good to have it pointed up in the direction it's going. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for all 4 sides. And we're going to go ahead and add what we're going to add around it as well. We should be able to get a lot of wood from all the trees we planted over there. And if we ever need any more, I mean, yeah, we have all those trees everywhere. So I'll be back, guys. So guys, we just finished the south side. And we're about to do the west. Yeah, west side next. And we're going to finish off the north. I really like how this is coming out. I think it's really going to stand out against the night sky and everything. Especially when we come back later when like glowstone and other things are added and we can add it to this and get rid of the torches. It's going to look really clean and really nice. And that goes for this entire area. I'm definitely going to come back in the future to this area and spruce it up with some glowstone and other things like that. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do the west and north side. And we're going to take a look at how it looks from the top of Spawn Tower. So here we are, guys, back on top of Spawn Tower. As you can see, we finished all 4 directions: west, south, east, north. So I really like how this came out. I think it really stands out. And I don't like the torches, but like I said, in the future, I'll probably replace them. And now we're going to, as you can see, our wheat farm over there is completely full, like the ones we planted, I mean. So we're going to go in and harvest and see how many seeds we can get and see how many more we can plant around. I'm really liking how this area is coming out. As you can see, we harvested some of the trees from earlier. And we're going to work on making our tree farm next, because once we have our tree farm going, all our other builds, including our base and our house, will be possible to complete. So let's go ahead and harvest our wheat farm. So there's the amount of seeds that we got able to replant. So we got 2 sections done, and we have a little less than half of this section done as well. And I'm pretty impressed with what we got so far. Luckily, it didn't look like too many animals spawned to trample a lot of them. There were some that were trampled, but most of them were able to survive. So that's good to go. Now, that's going to be it for today, guys. But next time, we're going to work on our tree farm and start work on our base and our house. Not all in that order, obviously, but just we're going to do it. Probably our tree farm first. So I'll see y'all guys later.